Loving the way I ride.
Now it's playoffs. We fully expect to make the playoffs next season, and we expect to be better.
Have to.
So, what do the Rockets have to do in order to reach the next level?
We gotta move some pieces, man. I actually saw the one trade I did see that they were talking about is Giannis. I'm pretty sure a lot of people tossing that around.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about the superstar hunt then.
Yeah.
Because I've been saying this, that the Rockets need that superstar.
Yeah,
I said this when AD was here, and we talked about who the point guard, the small fast point, De'Aaron
Fox. Yeah.
But De'Aaron Fox, I was a fan of them doing what it takes to bring in De'Aaron Fox. But I don't think you get to the next level without trading somebody, without getting that superstar.
And he ended up going to San Antonio.
Go get buckets.
Yeah.
We needed that guy.
Fred got buckets, but not like that though.
Yeah.
He got buckets.
But if we had gotten Fred and was able to get De'Aaron Fox, I think it would have been better for us with Jalen Green playing the way he did.
Well, I was gonna say that the Giannis trade that I saw was, I didn't see the third person, but I saw Şengün, Jabari. No, it don't matter.
What are you willing to give up for Giannis?
So I'll tell you who they can't touch.
Hold on. For starters, people need to know Giannis ain't he's not a free agent.
No, he's not. We would be trade. There would be a trade. Correct.
People are anticipating that he's gonna want out after what's happened the last few years in Milwaukee. So he haven't said nothing.
Nah.
But we anticipate
it's a good fit for us. I think it's a good fit if we don't have to get rid of Şengün. That was one of the people. They can't
what
get.
What are you willing to get rid of?
Jalen. I'm sorry, bro. Pack the bags, dog. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead and give us what we need. Go ahead and give us that veteran. And I think it's time. That's my take. I think it's time. I think it's time to get our word for him right now. I really like seeing Amon ball out, and I don't know if he fills those shoes, but right now it ain't really big shoes to fill.
He'll fill those shoes. He'll fill those shoes. I know. I believe that for sure. But I'm not ready to be out on Jalen Green. I would like to get Giannis if we can get him without giving up Şengün, Green, Amin Thompson. If we can get him without giving
those. As I said, I'll tell you who off limits besides Jalen for me. Şengün and Amin are off limits. Yeah. Everybody else, I even would let Fred go. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I like Fred.
I think Fred means a lot more to the Rockets than he do to any other team.
1,000%.
Fred VanVleet got a contract, got a team option for $44 million coming up. Yep. Which means if the Rockets want to keep him, they need to negotiate a long-term deal within the next 5 days, or they have to opt into his contract.
Yeah.
Or they can opt out and with a promise to negotiate with him later.
Yeah, so I feel like that would be team friendly if he would do that. Who knows if he is though, but
he's likely gonna do that. Yeah. I think he wants to stay with the Rockets, especially after this run he had.
He looked like their leader.
Just picked up.
Yeah.
Like, imagine playing in Toronto and then you get to the H and now you got fans cheering. That's American.
Yeah, bro. I was about to say it's all love. He probably like, man, he's loving it, bro. Yeah. He's loving it. And with this young team, I mean, everybody's on this Rockets bus right now. Mm-hmm. So I think keeping him would be nice, but he got to take a pay cut. Go ahead and get us our pieces in here. And like I said, he can move, but Şengün, Amin Thompson, I love Jabari, but Jabari he can go too. Tari Eason, everybody's. Okay.
Hold on, because I was initially off the Jabari Smith Jr. Bandwagon, but I want to hop back on.
Okay.
I thought when Jalen Green went out the lineup and Jabari Smith Jr. came in, I think he gave us real good minutes. In fact, I advocated that he should get more.
Quality definitely should.
Jalen Green wasn't playing well. His minutes were not affected that much. And like I looked at the minutes, it looked like he played the same amount of minutes. So coach didn't pull him for not playing well.
Yeah, he just let him run. Yeah,
he should have. In hindsight, he likely would have if he thought he would have never got started. But I'm with Jabari. But
I like Jabari.
I want to know what about the idea that we should get Kevin Durant. Stephen A been on that bandwagon for a while.
Yeah, a lot of people talking about KD coming to the age, bro.
I don't want him.
What? Really?
I don't want KD.
Come on, man, it's KD.
I don't want KD if we got to trade for him.
Okay.
If we got to trade for KD, I don't want him. Like I don't know that I'm willing to give up our draft pick. I don't know if I'm willing to give up. I'm not willing to give up Jalen Green for KD.
Okay.
KD didn't show unless it's Steph Curry and his boys with him. KD not bringing you no title. KD ain't taking you nowhere.
Hey, man.
Didn't he get bounced twice in the first round in the East?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
And then over here in the West, it's a gauntlet. Nah, bro. KD like almost 40. Leave KD where he at. I wouldn't trade him for him. I give him a bag of chips and Cam Whitmore.
You laughing, but hey, LeBron a free agent. He 40 piece.
If he's a free agent, you know what I'm saying?
You would do a LeBron?
Yeah, but why? If you LeBron, why you come here at 40? You know,
because he's a coach on the court. He got a young team. Well, we would have to give up a bunch.
Benefit. I mean, that's why we would benefit from him, but he don't benefit from us moving his whole fam.
Probably
his
finances.
Son is a Laker.
It's the age.
Staying in LA, fam.
Yeah, you think so?
He planning to retire.
Well, I figure he would, but I'm saying he's on there. He's on the list. And Kyrie.
Cam Whitmore can go. Cam Whitmore, I think, should have got a look when Jalen Green was looking bad.
I didn't even really see him getting many minutes.
Cam Whitmore.
Yeah, I didn't see.
I would have gave him a shot because Cam Whitmore get buckets.
Yeah.
And Cam Whitmore got 2 team options, so they'll opt into 1 team option here, and there'll be 1 after this next season. So, which means they likely gonna negotiate with him or trade him this season or this offseason.
So all in all, we both saying we need a scorer. We need somebody that's gonna complement Fred VanVleet, Alpha Şengün. Yeah, and fill in Jalen Green's spot
I want to keep Jalen Green, but if the price of Giannis is Jalen Green,
you'll take it.
You don't say no because of that.
Yeah.
If the price for Giannis is Jalen Green, you want to hope you can get them to accept less of our other assets in return.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you don't say no to it. I just would like them to make that deal without giving up Jalen Green.
So what you say we missing then? I got an idea of what you might say, but
from what I hear, Phoenix having a fire sale. And they plan on blowing it all up. We got their picks, including the number 9. So the number 9 pick, and that's estimated because the draft lottery don't happen until after the season is over, after the playoffs.
Okay.
So
that's gonna be a lot to what we do too. Where we
in the lottery, which means it could be a top 5 pick after the lottery, and that changes what it's worth. You know, Cooper Flag is the projected number 1, but we saw a lot of good players in that tournament, which means the draft is going to be full of good guys who might be starters right away.
Yeah.
And so I do think that that pick, if it don't land on Cooper Flag, gets traded for what we need.
Yeah, because we got some more first rounders coming up in the next coming years too.
We got several. Yeah. We got picks from trading James Harden to Brooklyn, and we got picks from trading. Who was it? Russell Westbrook. Man. We got picks from trading Chris Paul from OKC. Yeah.
That's what scares me. We talk about bringing these veterans in, but CP3, bro, I will forever remember when CP3 grabbed his hamstring in that playoff game. After that,
yeah,
I was
at the Toyota Center at the time. Me and my daughter was watching.
It's like no. Keep walking, baby. Nope, he's done, son.
That was crazy.
Bro, I think that stopped us from going. Now I'm gonna say all the way, but that stopped a lot.
How many years are we away from being a shot at the finals?
Hey, he gonna pull the receipts on this one, y'all.
Oh,
3,
God.
3, 4, 4.
3 or 4.
4. I'm gonna go 4. They give me some time.
I'm gonna say you wildin'. I think after the next 2 seasons.
Woo!
After the next 2 seasons, we got to go through what the Celtics went through when they was on their way. Just like every young team where you keep the core and grow them together, we got to lose a few times.
Yeah.
We got to lose a few times, and then we have to lose when we were supposed to win.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that's what's going to happen next year and the year after that. After that, we a championship team, considering they bring in the right players and don't get rid of the wrong players. Wait, before we get off, I want to talk about Dylan Brooks. There was a game.
Yeah.
There was a game where Dylan Brooks sat for almost the whole fourth quarter or the second half, and all of a sudden the game got a whole lot less chippy. Boys was not boxing, arguing, none of that. It kind of got like the game was able to be played. Dylan Brooks takes up about $22 million of the salary cap for this next season, and I think he's signed for the season after that.
Okay.
Dylan Brooks would be on the trade block for me.
Yeah.
Because he was real good for us this season. But I think we can do what we do without him. And I think we proved it because we won that game. I don't remember which one it was, but we won that game when we sat him down. It was a cleaner game, and we still played great defense.
That's how I like that game because we was blowing them out. That's how I like that game whenever Jalen had his 30-piece.
No, it was later in the series.
Oh, okay.
It was later in the series.
Yeah, I mean, I like Dillon though, but
so the best tools we have to bring in a superstar, Dillon Brooks, I would be ready to give him up. Cam Whitmore because of the potential there. You say Jabari, I want to keep Jabari.
I wouldn't mind.
You say Jalen, I want to keep Jalen. But Reed Shepherd, I think he's got a lot of value.
He does, man.
I don't think
he's still developing
the timeline of our team.
Yeah.
So I think he would be worth a lot. He's as good as getting the.
But what do you do with Adams? He's either Adams if he don't come back, then we got to fill that void.
Yeah, I think you have to see if you can get Adams at a discount.
Okay.
But Adams may have raised his value in the playoffs just a moment ago, and there might be a team willing to pay him 15, 20 mil now. And I'm not sure that we can get away with that. So
at the end of the day, it's all Rockets, baby.